Inbound, Jeff Green gets it into Durant. Here is Durant moving on Tucker. He turns, he shoots. Yes! With 1 second remaining. 1 second left. Durant hits a three.
What's up, guys, and welcome to Hustle Hoops, the home of the Hustle Hoops podcast. And so, as you can tell by the title, the Brooklyn Nets and New York Knicks game just ended, and it was a good game. I always feel like these games are good. Like, it came down to the very end. It was kind of lame ending on free throws, but I mean, that's what you expect. I don't know what else was supposed to happen. It was so much time left at the end that KD was just standing at the top of the key. They were bound to double team him. He passed it off. Was it James Johnson gets fouled, hits 2 free throws, game over. But there is some things I want to talk about for this game. I'm going to start off with the Knicks real quick because I don't really have much to say. I really wasn't watching this game for the Knicks. I was really watching to see what KD and Harden was going to do. But I saw Derrick Rose going crazy, so that was fun. He only had 16, but Derrick Rose is just fun to watch. Like, he had a couple crossover. He had a crossover pull up, and then he had a nice crossover to the lay up and under switch hand layup. That was fun to see. He's really big for them. They love playing D Rose. Emmanuel quickly had a deep three, which was fun to see. Julius Randle played well, like he always does. Alec Burke was going crazy. He had 25, but he was going off. But Evan Fournier, he started for them, only had 13 points, but he did hit the shot to tie it up, so I have to mention that. Other than that, I didn't really care about the Knicks. Obi Toppin got like a couple dunks or whatever. I don't care. I wasn't watching the game for the Knicks, like I said. But what I was watching for is the Nets. Bro, Harden, is he back? Is James Harden back? Is MVP Harden back? That's a question worth asking. He had 34 points tonight, and I like what I saw from Harden in the beginning of the game. I really did. I loved what I saw from him in the beginning. He had 15 in the first quarter. He had some tween step back threes. He had 2 of those, I think, in the first quarter. Harden was going crazy, right, in the first quarter. 15, and then even in the second quarter, he finished the first half with 28 points. He was going crazy, looking like if he hit this one at the end of the half, didn't he, right? It was tough. Harden was going crazy, but he only finished the game with 34. I had 28 points, and I finished the game with 34. I had 2 points in the third quarter. I think it was that putback dunk that he had in the third quarter. He was screaming, shaking back and forth. It was tough. It was hype, but 2 points in the third quarter, Harden? Come on now. 4 points in the fourth quarter, Harden? Come on now. You only had 6 points in the second half after having 28. And this is stuff I'm talking about with Harden. The first half, he was aggressive, going crazy, bow, scoring, everything, right? But then the second half, he was just passing. He was getting some bad turnovers, he started looking like the Harden of this season in the second half. But the first half Harden was the Harden we knew from last year and every year before that. I like that Harden. I want to see more of that. I don't know why he got progressively less and less aggressive as the game went on. That's typically not what stars do. They normally start off the game slow and then get more aggressive at the end, like Kevin Durant, the second person I came to this game to watch. KD was terrible in the first half. I don't know his points in the first half. I don't know. He was bricking everything. He was off. He was missing every single shot in the first half. I was like, dang, Harden's going crazy. Harden might have to drop 60 for them to win. But KD ended up picking it up in the second half, mainly the fourth quarter. I think I heard the announcer say he scored 11 of the last 13. And then James Johnson hit those 2 free throws, so that means KD scored 11 of the last 15 points. That's what you want to see from your superstar. I want you to do your most damage in the fourth quarter. I want you to do most of your damage when the game is online. I want you to do most of the damage when the team needs you most. And that's what Kevin Durant did tonight. He just had the mid-range pull-ups. He just going crazy. I think I heard the announcer say that he's second in the league in mid-range field goal percentage, only behind DeMar DeRozan, which is crazy to think about. The only thing with Kevin Durant is he did miss all of his three-pointers, which kind of sucks. But I don't know. It was a bad game for KD standards, right? He only shot, he was 9 for 23 from the field. That's a bad game for KD standards. But they still found a way to win because his heroics in the second half, his heroics in the fourth quarter mainly. But something I want to point out about the Nets offense, something don't look right about their offense. I'm not some super X's and O's guy, some super analytic dude. I don't really get into all that. I just use the eye test, and my eye test is telling me something's off with this offense. It's either Harden, ISO, KD, post up, ISO. They didn't have much variation. It wasn't good. They had some stagnant pick and roll. It's a lot of standing around. It's only 3 people moving every possession. Not even. It's only 2 people moving every possession. Whoever's setting the screen for Harden, whoever's setting the screen for KD. That's it. That's all they do. KD pick and roll with LaMarcus Aldridge, Harden pick and roll with somebody. They need to get some more offense. And every other basket, to me, it just seemed like it was off of some random, not normal stuff. I don't know. Outside of KD and Harden, they really didn't even have any production, which was scary. Nobody else was doing anything outside of them two. Cam Thomas had 12. He hit 2 threes, but I mean, can we really rely on Cam Thomas? He hasn't been that good this season. He's made 2 threes tonight, which is the amount of threes he's made all season. He's shooting 10% from 3. I think I saw something like that. So it's bad. Cam Thomas was your second leading scorer for somebody who's been terrible this season. Patty Mills had 10, which is straight, I guess, but 4 for 12. He was 2 for 10 from 3, so he was buns. So let me take that back. It was just bad. The Nets did not look that good. I don't know. Should I be worried about them? Should you be worried about them? I don't know. At least they won. KD was clutch. Realistically, as long as you have Kevin Durant on your team, you should be fine if it's a close game. I had fun watching it. At the end of the day, I'm glad Harden had 34. KD was clutch. Nothing else to expect. Shop Hustle Hoops merch. Link in the description. Hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to comment or subscribe.